Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, September 19th, 5:47 a.m. Central Time as I speak here. December corn futures down 2 3/4 at 674 1/4 last. November soybeans up 3 3/4 at 1452 1/4. December Chicago wheat down 16.5 at 843 1/4. December Kansas City wheat down 16 at 919 1/4. December spring wheat is down 9 cents at 929 3/4. If you guys are listening on the podcast, appreciate it very much. Leave me a rating, leave me a review on that Apple Podcast app in particular. Could always use some more reviews there. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to 7,000 subscribers. We can do it this month or next month. Hit the like button. Leave me a comment if you guys have started harvest in your neighborhood. Let me know any yield updates. I think everybody would love to see that stuff. If you'd like some additional information from me, go to my website, www.standardgrain.com. Check out my premium subscription service today. I send my premium subscribers a ton of information direct from me every single business day. Morning email goes out about 5:30 a.m. Central. In that email, you'll see every overnight headline you need to be aware of, all my grain marketing recommendations, weather information, weather maps, daily subscriber-only videos are part of this deal. On Friday, I did a video, ran a whole bunch of charts, mostly outside markets, talked about recession fears and some of the recession indicators that I'm seeing in the outside markets. If you guys are interested in this sort of content, sign up today. $50 a month, cancel at any time, no other fee, no other obligation. Nobody will try to sell you anything else, I promise. President Biden said that American forces would defend Taiwan in the instance of a Chinese invasion. Biden made the remarks during an interview with 60 Minutes. When asked if the U.S. would defend Taiwan, Biden said yes, if in fact there was an unprecedented attack. The interviewer then specifically asked if U.S. soldiers would defend Taiwan militarily, and the president again answered yes. A White House official said Sunday that the U.S. policy regarding Taiwan has not changed. The policy of ambiguity remains in place, as we've discussed in the past. Now, this situation mirrors almost identically what happened back in May. This screenshot here is from May 24th, and this is like the exact same thing. Biden was asked about Taiwan. He said, yes, we'd get involved militarily, and then the White House walked it back. But in any case, this is becoming potentially a bigger issue. There's a lot of tensions here. China, Taiwan, U.S., China. There's just a lot of things going on here. So this is something we need to pay attention to. We know that China, of course, is a tremendously large customer of ours when it comes to agricultural products, everything from soybeans to corn to pork to beef. I mean, it's a big deal. So these tensions are absolutely something that needs to be monitored, and perhaps the president kind of adding some fuel to the fire here over the weekend. The Fed will likely hike interest rates on Wednesday. Bloomberg ran a piece over the weekend discussing commodity markets and their relationship to the Fed, which is not something that you see often. So I thought that this was interesting. Typically, you'll see, the big news wires. They'll talk about the stock market. They'll talk about the economy in general. But in this one, they talked about commodities in particular. They noted, Bloomberg, that crude oil has declined for 3 consecutive weeks. Gold is testing 2-year lows. Other metals are moving lower. The fear among commodity bulls here is kind of twofold. The first one is that recession would likely result in reduced demand for commodities, and there could be some exceptions to that. The second one is that the Fed could or may trigger an even stronger U.S. dollar, which would hurt export prospects. And it's also a bad look if you're a large money manager. If you get a really strong dollar, and the dollar is already really strong, but an even stronger dollar could kind of sour sentiment when it comes to large money managers. Large money managers or the funds, they've been net short the gold market here for a few weeks for the first time since 2019 pre-COVID. Is that a precursor to liquidation in some other commodity markets? I suppose that's a possibility. So Fed out on Wednesday with an interest rate announcement. Some areas of the Corn Belt saw some substantial rains over the weekend. Good chunk of southern Iowa, western Illinois, a little bit of northern Missouri. There were some rains over parts of central and eastern Kansas, some over Nebraska, some over this, northwest part of Minnesota into northern Wisconsin. Indiana caught some rain, and there's some more on the radar here this morning. This kind of southern half of Illinois into southeast, Illinois, southern Indiana, northwest Ohio, rather, with some rain on the radar here this morning. Next 7 days is not not offering a ton in terms of rainfall. This green stuff on my screen here is like, up to a half an inch at best. And in some areas might not see anything here over the next 7 days. So you're looking mostly dry, and that goes out into the 6 to 10 as well. 6 to 10 calling for below normal rainfall, above normal temperatures or near normal temperatures for just about everywhere. So this is going to be a drier deal, which I suppose is if you're trying to get harvest started or keep moving here, maybe is a good thing for you. I know that these dry areas of the southern plains in particular would love to see some rains. It just doesn't look like that's going to happen in any widespread fashion anytime soon. Large money managers or the funds continue to hold large net long positions in the corn and soybean markets. CFTC released its weekly commitment of traders report on Friday during the week ending last Tuesday. And you got to remember, we had that big bullish report on Monday, the big rally, and then we kind of backed off after that. But funds were net buyers of 17,000 contracts of corn, 15,000 contracts of soybeans. They were net sellers of 1,000 contracts of SRW wheat. So this situation, this has all changed quite a bit over the last several trading days, I would imagine. Funds haven't been net short the corn market since August of 2020. They haven't been net short the soybean market since March of 2020. So it's been a long time since we've seen the funds short these row crop markets. They're now short the SRW wheat market and have been for several weeks. A total of 165 ships have left Ukrainian ports under this UN brokered shipping deal. Ukraine's ag ministry provided some updated statistics over the weekend. In total, they say that 3.7 million metric tons of grain has left ports since the deal was struck. That's about 140 million bushels. Depends on whether you're talking about corn or wheat. Another 10 ships due to leave ports yesterday. Volumes still down, of course, sharply versus pre-invasion levels, although I think this shipping program has probably performed quite a bit better than many would have expected. Putin did mention the grain deal again late last week. He met with Turkey's president again and kind of spoke badly of the deal, but has not taken any action there yet. October grain options expire on Friday. If you got any positions there, make sure you take a look. Live cattle futures were marginally lower Friday. Feeder cattle were mixed. Cash cattle was 143 to 145 in the north Friday, 142 in the south. In the outside markets, the U.S. dollar is a little bit higher. Stock market's off. The S&P is down 35. The Dow Jones down 270. Bonds are off a little bit. Gold's down $10. Crude oil down $1.55 at 83.21. Everybody have a wonderful day today. I'll talk to you guys Tuesday morning.